All right, this one is about self-forgiveness, and if you watch the I Am radio broadcast series or Quick and Early Miracles, I talk a lot about that. Why? Because guilt and shame will stomp on your best efforts. So allow us to consider this. Here you are, a human, and you have this thing up top, a brain, a mind, and it collects different rules and different ideas and different priorities based on the world around it. And sometimes those priorities, come on guys, you know this part, say it out loud, sometimes they're expressed outwardly, explicitly, this is important, and sometimes they're demonstrated, and sometimes they're derived by how the environment works with you. And then you have life, and it flows through your human and is guided by this different set of rules that it learned. So do you remember the presentation the other day where I said, you've always been gold, you've always been the golden Buddha, you've always been, yeah, that is essentially you're unfucked with nature. That's how you would be if you didn't pick up these rules that were limited in that they don't allow who or what you truly are, which is this expression of this, which we all are. Why is this? I don't know. Hindu religion says God was bored and was like, ooh, let's do this. Let's see what happens when we do this. Other schools of thought say that there was an error. In any case, you have kind of like the hardware and the software, which would be the ideas that you pick up, and they do feed into each other. And then you have life, which is moving through the mechanism, creating more life. So what is interesting to consider is the choices that you make and the things that you do using this. Are those you? If you were programmed, if you were a robot and you were programmed to do certain things and you did them, did you do them? You know what I'm saying? And so we get all tied up in our trauma and in our results, the choices we make from our trauma. And again, trauma is a big word. As humans, we've all been traumatized to varying degrees. And the varying degrees determine like how screwy the choices you make are. And by screwy, I mean not supportive of yourself or others. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, do you really want to spend your time thinking about something that you're not? You know? And it seems to me more efficient just to spend time adjusting these as you can, which is the same. It always exists right now. Everything we're looking for outside of this is always right here, right now, in the mofo present is right here, you know? And for me, I took some time kind of going back and forth. I continue to take time going back and forth between these systems, trying to bring them all into agreement. And that's been an interesting, intense, and beautiful process, but you'll have your own journey. And the moral of the story is everybody's kind of working with some degree of this. And so even at a forgiveness of others level, like, you really want to waste your time and energy being upset about some faulty computer programs they have? Like, they would do better if they knew better, which is pretty much the human motto. And same for yourself. So is it okay? Can you let it be okay that you didn't really, like, you're not these? And if you did, what would that do? I always be talking about, well, the mind doesn't do what it thinks it's doing. Well, the mind thinks when it's beating the shit out of you or beating the shit out of other things that it's helping. Is it? All right, that's it for today.